Hello everybody, Shane R. Monroe here, and today it's time for us to take a look at Deadpool in 2024 on the Steam Deck. Now, this game is delisted. You're very, very fortunate if you happen to already own this game, or if for some reason you want to go out and spend about $500 to buy a Steam key for it. Well, you could still get it, but it's pretty hard to get a hold of. So I wanted to talk about it today on the Steam Deck because it hasn't worked very well. It has not worked very well at all on the Steam Deck over time. And ProtonDB's database entry is completely screwed. You can't even get to it unless you use a special number. So my point is, what does it take to run Deadpool these days? Well, it turns out that the answer is more simple than you possibly could imagine. It's merely using Proton Experimental. That's it. It used to be you had to go in and modify a binary and do all sorts of other crazy crap to get this to work well. On the Steam Deck, absolutely no longer the game. I don't know why it's still marked as dead, probably because it only works in experimental. So let's take a look. Enough of this nonsense. Let me show you. Now, one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I did was play a good hour of it or so on the Steam Deck today, well, technically last night, to prove that it works, at least up till now. Any sort of corruption or problems with the game happened either during the beginning sequence in the apartment or when you started to lose health and you were almost dead and the side of the screen start flashing red. That would typically be, I could turn some music on here. I don't think we're going to need copyright stuff. Yeah, technically it would crap out either in the apartment or it would crap out when you started getting low on health and it trashed the side graphics. There was all sorts of problems with this game early on, but it looks like they've dialed it in at least for Proton Experimental. I have not tried it under GE Proton. I try to come up with a solution that everybody already has installed, and most people probably already have Proton Experimental handy. So this, there's not much in the way of settings here. I mean, you might want to see it. I'm on medium, 720 because I'm going through the Elgato, but it's 800 on the deck. There's really not much to see. So let's just jump in and run around a little bit. I got the top HUD up so that you guys can see what's going on. You can see the game actually looks great. I mean, considering the age of the title. Now, I have trouble talking and killing at the same time, so you'll have to forgive me. Plus, I don't have this controller set up. Let me move that away from the speaker so you don't hear all I'm doing is clicking. This is a bad area because there's not a lot to see. Let me see if I can jump out of here and get someplace you might be able to actually see stuff. All right, there we go. That's a little better. So you can see it's all working very well. I'm seeing a nice solid 60. You'll see more on the OLED if you're handheld, right? I am kind of gimped because of going through the Elgato. There's only so much I can do. Probably wondering, why aren't you shooting everybody? Because it's harder to shoot in this lower resolution, I think. All right, let's see. Do I have a... I do. Like I said, you can see it works fine. Look, all the blood on the side of the screen, that would normally be trashed if you did not use Proton Experimental. So there would be definitely graphic artifacting. Got 13 health here. It's not looking good for Wade here. Oh, there's some coinage though. It's a pretty decent game. It's not worth $500, but if you're a Deadpool fan, it's kind of hard not to want to play this game. So I'm just going to play a little bit longer here. I just want you to see it's all good, and it is. At least so far. Now listen, 5 more hours into the game, maybe there's another graphical problem. But so far, all the areas that I identified as having problems back in the earlier days of using this game on the Steam Deck definitely seems to be fixed. And if you turn off Proton Experimental, you can see the graphic distortion for yourself when your meter gets low for health. Keep forgetting you have to kick these guys first. Anyway, well, it does work, and it does work well. It's unfortunate that this game is delisted. I was considering doing an abandonware install of this, but I'm still a little gun shy about doing abandonware stuff after getting my butt spanked by YouTube. So maybe I will not be doing that. But I do imagine that because this game is delisted, impossible to get your hands on, it's probably available at the sites you know well. They claim to be archive sites, but they're really piracy sites. So I'm not going to elaborate too much more, but you'll get the idea. But anyway, yeah, you can see a little bit of load hiccups when you change areas when the next area loads. But overall, I mean, this is great. This is far better than it's ever played on the deck, and you can play it without doing any sort of hacking, patching, modding, or anything else. It's simply a matter of flipping to Proton Experimental and you're good to go. So if you own this fantastic title in your library and you've been putting off installing it again, you just went and saw Wolverine or Deadpool and Wolverine, great time to get this game back online and play. You know what to do. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Shane R. Monroe. We'll see you next time.